Hey folks, Ron Shelley back here again one more time. Hey, we're here for the AccuKids website, and for Pennsylvania Storm Chasers, and for AccuWeather. Want to go through a few more products that I absolutely over the years have fallen in love with. Okay, we're talking about providing our children with a foundation in earth science, which incorporates weather, okay, geology, the study of the earth and all dynamics that encompass our earth. Okay, they have come out with some weather products that, again, I wish I had these when we were a kid. You know, these are so cool. You got over 7 activities here in their wacky weird weather kit. This is probably the coolest weather kit that I've ever seen. Okay, you actually can create lightning in your home. Now think about that. You can make your own lightning in your home. I'm sure it's not going to be like, you know, a thunderbolt from Thor or anything, but again, it's going to teach the child how to make lightning and what lightning is. Okay, you can make your own tornado. All right. The kit incorporates wave motion, talking about how waves are created and how a wave can grow from a small, tiny wave to a big roaring wave. Okay. It talks about wind and how wind affects our environment and how wind can cause damage. Okay, so you got 7 activities here in this weather kit. Okay, educational toys from Scientific Explorer. Now, this is, we talked a little bit about this before. This is a really, really good, I mean, a good hands-on, first time ever weather station for a child to have. And in many cases, it's a good weather station to have, period. Okay, you know, for a small investment, you've got everything that you need to record, you know, weather data. I was talking to Jesse there a couple weeks ago, and Jesse was telling me that when he was a kid, his father taught him about earth science. His father taught him about weather, and that's how he got in love with the weather. Okay, but he would record. You know, it's not just putting up a weather station, but it's every day documenting what type of precipitation is there, if at all. Is there a wind? Is there rain? The barometer reading. Okay, well, this, they call them the climate cubes. Okay, you got a rain gauge, your anemometer to measure the wind, and you got a thermometer, the basic tools you need, right? Okay, now what you have on here is your wind meter. Okay, a good, what I call a good mechanical temperature gauge, thermometer. Okay, and you got your rain gauge. Your rain gauge is pretty cool. You simply pull it out like that. Okay, and if you can see, you got a door here, like a little box that can trap the rain. Okay, and then you can measure the rain on the scale next to it. Okay, here's the wind cups for the wind meter that snap on top. All right, it comes with a stake. The stake mounts to the bottom. The boxes are stackable. You can put the boxes up on wherever you want, but again, remember, don't put the thermometer close to your house or on the house or under the shade of the roof. Okay, you want to put it out in the open, all right, to get a good, accurate reading. Okay, and again, the kit, this weather kit, will teach you the basics of gathering weather data. It'll tell your child what's the best way to utilize this weather kit. Okay, and that pays off down the road when you go and spend a lot of money on a bigger system. Okay, crystal radio, folks. Remember them when we were kids? Okay, hands-on, a great, fun tool to have. A family fun project at night after you've had supper. Turn off the TV, take the cell phones, unplug them. You as a family build your own crystal radio, showing your children the fun dynamics of AM radio and how you can build a crystal radio. Now, this is kind of crazy, but it's worked. Okay, and don't ask me how this works. Okay, if you think you know, please feel free to leave a comment and explain to us how it works. But we built a crystal radio, okay, years ago. Okay, late at night, we were playing with it. We tuned in a frequency, a radio station. This is probably back, we'll just say it was the year 2000, okay? Ironically, the announcer said it was 1972. Now, how can that be? How is it possible that we were able to pick up a radio signal from years prior on this homemade crystal radio kit, okay? I've had professors in college say that a radio signal, once it is emitted from a transmitter, sound waves never dissipate. They basically continue on and on and on. The Earth is magnetic, and because it's magnetic, it's like a magnetic recording in time. This would also explain, off topic here, but a lot of abnormalities appear. People are out storm chasing, and they might see an apparition in the forest, okay, or they, oh my gosh, it's a ghost, okay, when in reality it's just a magnetic image in time, because energy has just been imprinted at some point in time in this magnetic field that circumferences the Earth, okay? The same thing could be true of a radio itself. But wouldn't that be so cool to build a radio kit and then just be playing with it, okay? And then you hear a radio station from years past, okay? Has it happened? Absolutely. The other thing is we don't have many AM stations left out there, but there are some. And again, this is a great science experiment. It's a fun kit to make with you and your family, providing not only quality time with your children, but it's going to give your children a good foundation in earth science, okay? Again, check them out. They have a lot. Like I said, Scientific Explorer, my gosh, folks, they must have over 70 kits to choose from, okay? Everything from crafting, science experiments. They've got, you name it, they have it. And like I said, in the weeks ahead, we're going to be getting more of these toys in, okay? And I'll be reviewing them for you. But again, everything that we've gotten so far, it's well worth the money. They're durable. They're going to last a long, long time. But more importantly, they're going to give your child a good foundation in earth science. And now people say, well, why is that so important? Because today in public schools, today in our public school system, okay, earth sciences are being neglected. If they spend an hour on weather, it's a miracle. And when they do, it's just basically the evolution of weather. The rain evaporates, the rain falls, the water evaporates, you get clouds. That's it. They're not talking about cloud structure. They're not talking about how lightning is formed. They're not talking about how a tornado works. Then again, none of us really know how a tornado works, but that's the fun part about it. Putting that spirit of earth science into the mind of our child, that is what it's all about, okay? Getting our children interested in the sciences, so when they grow up, they can potentially become the next, Reed Timmer or Jesse Farrell or Henry, That's what it's all about, folks.